Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dissect corporate filings like today's 8K from Yoshiharu Global. It's about a potential delisting. Get ready because this one is not looking good for the company's stock price. Scroll Form 8K SIS Scroll. Yoshiharu Global Co. just filed a report about a warning they received from NASDAQ. NASDAQ is the stock exchange where they are listed. The warning is that NASDAQ might kick them off the stock exchange. This is called a delisting. Being delisted is bad because it makes it harder for people to buy and sell their stock. This event happened on February 18th, 2025, which is when the company received the notification. Yoshiharu received a letter saying they are scheduled for delisting. Their stock will stop trading on NASDAQ around the end of February 2025, and NASDAQ will file a form to officially remove them from the exchange. The reason for this is because they didn't follow NASDAQ's rule about having enough stockholders' equity. Stockholders' equity is basically the value of the company if you subtract all its debts. NASDAQ requires companies to have at least $2.5 million in stockholders' equity to stay listed. The company was given a chance to fix this problem, but they failed to comply. The company had an earlier warning and a chance to explain how they would get back on track by February 17th, 2025. NASDAQ accepted their plan, but Yoshiharu didn't manage to meet the requirements in time. Because of that, they are not eligible for another extension. Yoshiharu can appeal this decision. Appealing means they can ask NASDAQ to reconsider. If they request a hearing, which is like a meeting to argue their case, the delisting will be put on hold until NASDAQ makes a final decision. The scroll. A hearing request will stay the suspension of the company's securities, and the filing of the Form 25 NSE pending the panel's decision. The scroll. Requesting a hearing will pause the delisting process. This gives the company more time to convince NASDAQ to let them stay listed. To get the hearing, they have to pay a $20,000 fee. Then they can present a new plan to show how they will meet NASDAQ's requirements. The scroll. Approval of its compliance plan or otherwise reverse its determination that the company's securities ought to be delisted. The scroll. The company plans to request a hearing, but there's no guarantee that NASDAQ will approve their plan or change their mind about delisting them. Yoshiharu is required to announce that they received this warning from NASDAQ. This is part of the stock exchange rules to keep investors informed. That's why they are filing this form. The scroll. Forward-looking statements, the scroll. The company also includes a section on forward-looking statements. This is a legal disclaimer saying that some of the information in this report might include predictions or expectations about the future, but these predictions are not guarantees. The scroll. Available options to resolve the deficiency and regain compliance with NASDAQ Listing Rule 5551. The scroll. The company is saying there is no guarantee they can fix the stockholder equity problem. Factors outside of their control could get in the way. They point out that there are risks described in their annual report that could affect their ability to meet NASDAQ's requirements, and those risks can cause the company to do worse than expected. Now, let's break this down. The company has received a notice for not meeting the minimum stockholders' equity. They have the option to appeal, but it's not a sure thing they'll succeed. The company acknowledges that their plans may not work out and that there are external risks. So, what does this mean for Yoshiharu? It means they're in a tough spot. The risk of being delisted is very real. Delisting from NASDAQ could cause the share price to decrease significantly. This also usually reflects underlying fundamental problems with the company. From looking at this filing, it seems Yoshiharu Global is facing significant financial challenges. Failing to meet NASDAQ's requirements is a serious issue. While they're trying to appeal, the odds might be stacked against them, and this is reflected in the share price based on this 8K filing and the company's current situation. A price range of 25 cents minus 50 cents seems realistic and, frankly, generous. It assumes they can somehow turn things around, which is a big if. Overall, the outlook for Yoshiharu Global Company is leaning towards bearish. While there's a slight possibility of a turnaround, the risks outweigh the potential rewards. Investors should be cautious. Thanks for watching Corporate Decoder. If you found this breakdown helpful, please subscribe, like, and comment below with other filings you'd like me to decode.